Here we are at this custom home build, Canyon Lake. As you can see, we're at trim out stage of this home. So starting to come together. Excuse the mess, kind of in our storm phase right now before the calm, but we'll have our rough clean next after a lot of these trims are done. But as you can see, cabinets are in. We started on our lighting fixtures. Tops are in. We're starting on our plumbing trim out. So plumbing fixtures are starting to go in. You'll see that throughout the house. Along with electrical fixtures, trim out on the plates, all the stuff that's starting to make it look pretty. You see some of our previous videos, we had that wall built here, so this bench can go here. Homeowner wanted a table for an eating area, so kind of able to bring that all together. Got our cabinets. We carried our top up through the backsplash on this one for the look the homeowner was going for. You can see, obviously it wasn't one big piece, but we were able to transition the seams to match up with the uppers on the cabinet, so that way it flows real nice. Just one of the details you got to pay attention to, so everything kind of flows and runs together. Got nice custom vent hood cabinetry. We just got our hardware on, something we go over with all our homeowners. Pretty much an open book as far as hardware. Get what they're looking for, whether it's knob, pulls, combination of both. And again, the island. We got our pot filler here. That's what this sticking out is, pot filler. So we'll get that trimmed out. We have our outlets, our under cabinet lighting. A couple of video ago, we kind of went over that and what it looked like in the wall. So all coming together, kind of see what it looks like. Nice tall ceiling, open to the living room where we got that window wall. We got our fireplace, floor to ceiling, stone. We have our mantle braces. Pretty soon we'll get our actual mantle in there. Again, I know we talked about it in framing, but we niche out for our TV mounts, go over with the homeowner kind of what size they're working with so they can insert their TV mount and the TV sits kind of flush with the stone. So just one of the things we go over in the custom process. Again, this nice big window wall. We have the arch windows up top, opens it up nice and high onto that tongue and groove porch ceiling, which flows real nice. And then obviously they're looking to take advantage of that view off the lake, which this home was kind of designed around. So just a lot of custom stuff coming together. You'll notice this home has a lot of arches, more traditional, kind of old school, but the style the homeowner was going for, and being 100% custom, we're happy to make it all work. Here in this room, this is actually going to be a workout room for the homeowner. Got our nice big windows, got our window sills in. Tray ceiling up top. You can see we have crown in each drop. Just highlight that feature, make it more custom. So we'll get those painted. Got our can lights throughout. You'll notice we're starting to get our door hardware on. Again, something we go over with our homeowners, make sure it's meeting their style. Knobs, pulls, whatever it might be, different colors. So just part of the custom process and making it all kind of look pretty and come together at this stage. Here in the master bathroom, you can see also progressing here. We got our top down where our tub's going to sit in. We just carried it out through the tops to match it with the vanity, and then also the bench in the shower. So it all blends in real nice. You'll see that walk-in shower, tile floor to ceiling. We got our bench, our niches, double shower heads with our valves right at the entry when you walk in, so you can turn it on. Get hot water by the time you walk to your shower head, so you're not hitting cold water to have to turn on the faucet. Again, just something we walk with our homeowner, make sure they understand that and put them where they want. That way it functions per their needs. So this here is actually going to be one solid full mirror all the way across. So we just got that custom measured, so that'll be installed here in the next couple of weeks. But got our light fixture in, so it'll fit in right under that and above the backsplash all the way, or about ½ inch from the cabinets. So flow real nice, but starting together. Again, those arches come all the way through. Again, this tub drops a little bit more than usual. Something, I think our first video, we talked about that recess we had in the slab. So that's what the reason is. Tub will sit down, client can get in nice and easy, comfortable. So just one of the things you got to think about when you're building, plan ahead for. That way when you're at this stage, everything kind of comes together for expectations. Here outside in this pass-through, this porte-cochere feature, since the last video, we got our driveway poured, so everything flows. as planned. Again, some of those previous videos, you can see the planning that went involved, but this pass-through you can drive through, 3-point turn into your garage. You also have an open bay carport there with that observatory area up top. Take advantage of that view on the lake, and then you have a single car garage down below. But again, this pass-through, we carried our tongue and groove across. You're going to have a fixture here, but just real nice custom, something the homeowner really wanted in their home, so able to do, and then carry those arches out that follows the flow. Again, we got our stone. We dropped our brick lug in the front so we can drop the stone on the front elevation. We got our stucco water table there. We were able to add a band on top just for a design element, but everything kind of came together nice, something we sat down with the homeowner, gave them stone samples, the stucco color, the fascia, everything kind of just comes together at this point, getting close to the finish line. Here outside, we got our formed up for our ramp, something that's a little bit unusual. This homeowner was a little bit older, so they wanted a ramp system from the back porch, actually the side porch, to take advantage of that view, but they wanted a ramp system from here all the way to the front that'll tie into the front entry and the driveway, so they can utilize that without having to do steps or anything like that. So that's what it's formed up. We got our beams poured first so we can have our brick lug, then we're going to come in with our second pour now, and then be good to go. Take these forms off. We're going to put stone on the front, wrap it all the way around so you can't see the foundation exposed. We're nice and high on this foundation, so that'll cover it up a little bit. Just a custom thing that took some planning, but I think it'll look real nice, and you can see that here in a couple of weeks as we get closer. We just got our septic tank installed, and then you'll see a trench running down from the street up to the house. That's our power source, so the house will be hot here in probably a week or two. One thing in your trench, you will always want to be sure to drop a 1-inch conduit also, so that your data or cable provider can run their wire through there. You're not having to run it above ground, but just something to think about. Again, back porch, you got your tongue and groove, nice big window wall, arch windows up top. You got floor, or windows all the way down to the floor on both sides. So a lot of custom features, but coming together nice. Again, at this stage, we're trimming out inside, starting to bring everything towards the finish line. We'll get our rough clean here in a couple weeks. Next time we shoot a video, we'll be ready for blue tape walk, which is probably going to be in about 3 or 4 weeks. So subscribe and see how that all comes together inside and outside.